So good! So cute! Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Rachel. I do loads of Taylor Swift videos, like unboxing videos, reaction videos, those sort of things. If that sounds like something that would be interesting to you, it would be so cool if you could like and subscribe. Today's video is one I am so unbelievably excited for. We're going to be unboxing the Life of a Showgirl deluxe CDs. Now, I know I do a lot of Taylor Swift vinyl videos, but I only actually started collecting Taylor Swift vinyl back in 2021 with Red Taylor's version. And my true love in terms of physical media would actually be CDs. I have more CDs than I have vinyl. I've been collecting them for longer, and they've just always been a bit more special to me just because of the fact I've been collecting them since I was a kid. You know, CDs were the main ways that I listened to music when I was younger, so I just always will have a soft spot for them because of that. And these are really exciting CDs because they're the deluxe ones, so they include little like a box set sort of thing, and I love it when we get different kind of CDs because sometimes they don't do that. Sometimes CDs just get like one CD, whereas vinyl get all these different covers. But with this one, we've got these really exciting CD covers, and I'm so excited to unbox them all with you. So let's go! Now, I saved this to unbox this with you guys. So it came yesterday in the post. I filmed my vinyl reaction video, and then the lighting just because I like to film in natural lighting for some of these. The lighting just wasn't good enough to do the deluxe CD video, so I was like, you know what, we're going to leave it. But trust me, it was difficult because I wanted to like open these and look at them so bad, but I wanted to get my reaction on camera. I wanted to show you my complete and honest first reactions. So let's take a look. I'm so excited for this. So we've got, oh my gosh, these are so cool. These are so cool. So we've got all four. I bought them off the Taylor Swift online store. These were only available for a limited time. As of right now, they've not restocked. However, they could restock. We don't know at the current time. But these are so cool. So I loved the collector's CDs that came with the Tortured Poets department because they were so different than anything she'd ever done. Let me just show you one. So we'll just compare two that are like the same. Have we got? Yeah. So we had the Black Dog collector's version, and then we had the Black Dog just normal CD with the poster. So they're slightly different. We also have the Life of Showgirl posters ones that I'll unbox in a separate video. But I love the fact that these CDs were different, like obviously like a different shape, which sounds so sad, but when you're a collector, things like this are really exciting. And I also want to say, because I say this like all of my collection videos, that you are not any more or less of a fan because you do collect CDs, because you collect vinyl or anything like that. You don't have to collect these things to be a fan. I make these videos to show people what these things are like. Say if they're thinking about buying a version for themselves, whether it's on her store or via like resale if something's out of stock, or say they're trying to buy it for a family member or a friend and they don't know the differences between all the different versions. This is why I make these videos. And I also make them because I love to yap, but also I just love talking about something I'm so passionate about and so excited about, and it's really fun to share that with all you guys who like watch my videos and comment and stuff. It always means the world when people do that. So without further ado, let's unbox. I'm so excited for these. These look so good. Let's hold them up all together while they're still nice in the little plastic. Should we? Yay, they look so good! Amazing. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So, we're going to start off with the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume edition. This is just the standard edition, obviously, of the album in terms of the cover. So this is what it looks like there. The box set then continues round, and it looks great. And for anyone curious, it's made in Germany. My vinyl were also made in Germany as well. So on the side it says The Life of a Showgirl. We've got that standard album cover. Looks so good. Let's try and unbox this now. I'm so excited. It doesn't take much, does it? But this is quite cool, to be fair. Like, I just love, with the vinyl, they put so much effort into them. I was genuinely blown away about how much effort they put into those vinyl. So with this, I'm really hoping it's the same sort of quality. I have tried to avoid looking at any pictures because I just love seeing things for the first time like this. So this is what it looks like. The finish on this box is very similar to the finish on the vinyl, that like shiny sort of finish. So I do really like that because it feels high quality. And how are we opening this? I didn't know if it like pushed out a certain way, but I think we're just opening it like this. So, ooh, this is exciting. Okay, there we go. So we've got just the standard CD here. This is the CD that is included with the cardigan as well. I'm actually wearing the cardigan. I've done a video about that too. So it's included in that. So it's just the standard CD, you know, it's got all the same tracks. So it's got The Fate of Ophelia, Elizabeth Taylor, Opalite, Father Figure, Eldest Daughter, Ruin the Friendship, Actually Romantic, Wish List, Wood, Cancelled, Honey, and The Life of a Showgirl featuring Sabrina Carpenter. So we'll just open this one up. We'll try open this one up. CDs are so much harder to open than vinyl, because with vinyl you can just get your little nail scissors and like do it down the side, whereas with this you have to get that little bit there, and then sometimes it doesn't all rip away. I promise I can open CDs. I know every time I've recorded one I've lost all ability to do so, all of my CD opening skills, but we're going to give it a go. It's not going well, guys. We're going to have to fast forward this a little bit so you don't have to watch me struggle even more. Oh, okay, I think we've got a bit of a... There we go. Now, there's no hype sticker on this one. There is a hype sticker on the CD that includes the poster and also with the signed CDs, but there's no hype sticker on this one that doesn't include the poster. So just open her up now. This is what it looks like inside. Go. It's absolutely stunning. We've then got the CD itself, which is beautiful. I mean, it's such a beautiful CD, I think. Looks really great. Very, very Reputation style as well. Behind the CD with... Oh no, my box is damaged! I've literally done nothing with it. I didn't even drop it. I'm so upset. I'm gonna have to complain to the store. So this is what happens when something arrives damaged. Like, when you've paid like a fair bit of money for it and you are a collector, you do kind of want the things to be not damaged. So I probably will have to return this one to get another one if they still have it in stock. I am a little bit sad about that though, because the box is so nice. It's so similar to the box the cardigan came in that I raved in about loads. So this is a bit of a shame. Aww. Anyway, that's besides the point. We were just going through the poem. I just looked down then and I noticed it. So we've got the poem in here. I'll read it out for you all. So this is the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume poem that's also in the vinyl on one side. On the other is the poem that's included in all the versions. Coffee, stretch, piano keys. Vocal warm-ups in a locker room shower. Eyelash glue, a photo of him on the mirror. Sweat and vanilla perfume. The cracking of joints and the distant beat of a drum. The curtain call, the monotonous thrill of it all. Plan it out so it doesn't look planned. 10 different backup plans. If your red bottom heel breaks, you will keep strutting. Balancing on the balls of your blistered feet. Know your exits. Shoulders back, eyes up. Hit your marks, your winks, sparks. Tell them a story like it's an intimate dinner party. The looks on their wondrous faces. Their expressions like mood rings. Isn't it all so majestic? Of course it is. It's a lot of other things too. And then we've got the standard one that's included in all of them. Tonight all these lives converge here. The mosaics of laughter and cocktails of tears, where fraternal souls sing identical things. And it's beautiful, it's rapturous, it's frightening. It's worth everything it has cost you. And even at your darkest or drunkest, you wouldn't say any different, would you? You would choose all of it again, no matter how the story ends, with the ugliest booze or the loveliest bouquet. They say that love is a choice you make every single day, and that is how you love the life of a showgirl. So there are the poems included on the back behind the CD. Whenever I've done any CD unboxing, I do like to yap about how much I love the bit behind the CD. It's something people often forget, because a lot of people, when they buy CDs, they just buy them for their collections now, because most people don't have CD players. I mean, most cars don't even have CD players anymore. So a lot of people miss that bit because they don't take the CD out. So always take the CD out. This is the lyric booklet. It's a very, very thin lyric booklet. So I'll just show you that there. I've got a gorgeous picture of Taylor. Obviously we now know that this look here was in the Fate of Ophelia music video. Then we've got another gorgeous picture of Taylor in the centre wearing that really nice bodysuit, that like short one with like the little spikes and like the long gloves as well. And then we've got a teeny tiny one of Taylor back there where she's wearing that like black wig with all the feathers. So I'm a little bit surprised at how small the lyric booklet is, but obviously there aren't that many songs on the album. There are obviously only 12 tracks on the album, and that's not me complaining about that. Taylor made 12 tracks, we made 12 tracks. Obviously we would all love more Taylor Swift songs because we love Taylor Swift music, but I understand the reasoning behind having the 12 tracks, and I think it is quite cool because obviously, you know, 12 tracks, 12th album. I think it's quite cool. So we're just gonna pop you in there. We'll do this first. We'll do the photo cards and then we'll do the jewellery. So this is what the photo cards comes in. Quite a high quality little envelope with a shiny finish. And it says, The Life of a Showgirl, 13 Ophelia Avenue, Nashville, Tennessee. So just open this up. And these are so much, okay. So I unboxed the 1989 collector CDs, or deluxe CDs, whichever ones they were, and they had these like photos in, and the photos, I will admit, were really low quality. I was very, very disappointed because with the original version of 1989 with the Polaroids, they were included in every single version and were pretty good quality, whereas these ones, it was really, really thin paper. Now I liked them, I liked the like throwback to the original version of 1989, but I will admit, and I said it in that video, I'll say it again, I thought they were really low quality and I was a bit underwhelmed. These are very good quality. These are card with a shiny finish and they're pretty, I'll just show you, like, they're not like flimsy, like around like those 1989 ones were. In fact, I'm going to show you the difference between them because I think it's actually important to show you the difference between them because the quality has improved so much. So even with the envelope, the quality's improved. Like this envelope is nice and all, but the quality is another level. And then this is one of those photos. And let me just try to do that with this. And I'm trying harder with this side as well, and it's like not, it's just so much better quality. I mean, you can kind of see that, the difference, even just in the thickness of the paper, and it's got a much better finish as well. So just also ignore how badly painted my nails are, thank you. The finish is just so much nicer, so I am really, really happy with this actually. Now, I've not gone through them all, so I'll go through them, but I'm glad that they've learned, and I think this is why it's important as fans that if we see something that we don't particularly like, we should say something, because sometimes you don't like things and that's okay. You know, I admitted the quality of that was a bit disappointing. And I don't think that's a bad thing to say. It's just pointing out I think the quality could have been better. And as we can see, the quality could be better. The packaging for this vinyl, whether it's the CDs or the vinyl, is such high quality. It's actually, I think it's really impressive. So we'll just go through these little photo cards. So we've got one of Taylor in the bathtub, so another version of obviously the album cover where she's in the bathtub, so she looks really gorgeous on there. It's the same photo on the reverse, but it says, "But you don't know the life of a showgirl, babe, and you're never ever gonna." So these aren't handwritten like little ones, like you know how they had on the photo cards for the Tortured Poets department. They were nice, but they had more of a matte finish. And while they were high quality, this is a lot more high quality. So I am really, really happy with this. Then we have the next one. I love this picture of Taylor. She looks great. This bodysuit, like the red one with the gems with like the little like, I wanted to say spikes. They're not spikes, like triangles at the bottom. I have no idea how to describe it, but I think she looks fantastic. Very Reputation style. Same photo on the back of this photo card, and it says, "The more you play, the more that you pay." There we go, we got there in the end, didn't we? So that's the lyric on that one. And then last but not least, so there's 3 photo cards presumably in each. We've got another gorgeous picture of Taylor in that sparkly bra. This is the one she wears on the front of the Baby That's Show Business vinyl. And then on the other side, same photo, but it actually is slightly different because, oh, I think they're all slightly different. So instead of just being the actual photo, it's got like the shards like the front cover has. So you can see there. And the lyric now on this one is, "But I'm immortal now, baby dolls." So there you go. Really, really, really high quality. I'm actually like genuinely very, very impressed with them, and I'm very, very happy with those. So we've looked at that. This, I am a bit disappointed that the box has come damaged. However, this just does happen from time to time. It's just one of those things. I've had plenty of damaged merch in the past. It's just when you order a lot from the store, inevitably something is going to come damaged. Sometimes things do. It's usually with vinyl. I've not had it as much with CDs. I think I've had a couple of CDs where the jewel cases maybe has been cracked, but they tend not to give you like a refund for that. Sometimes you can get like a replacement, but you have to send it back, and that's a bit of a faff just for a cracked jewel case. Whereas with this, because I want the nice box, I will complain to the store. You may think that's me being a Karen, but they have them there. They have the store there for people to submit complaints to. When you paid this much and you've not damaged this, you do want like a completely just nice one. So we'll open this up, and this is the jewellery inside. So this is all not damaged, which is great. So this is what it looks like there. So this is like the violet eye, which is really nice actually. So that's the little key ring. Can you see it? Really, really gorgeous. And then it's got little gems on like the outside of the eye. So the eye it's like a gold, and the eye is like a purple, obviously a violet with like it's a lot of just little tiny little gems. And then the keyring itself actually says Taylor Swift on it, which I think is so cute. So how you'd attach that to a bag. It says Taylor Swift, you're not going to be able to see that too well just because of the lighting. And then you've also got a teeny tiny little TS charm too, which I do really, really like. This would be really nice, say if they had like a jacket, like a zip up jacket to have on the zip. But yeah, it's that TS logo that we have on the front of the little box sets. So like the slightly slanted and the like the dots between it are stars. So that's very, very nice. So I'm happy with that. Honestly, I'm really happy with it all, apart from the fact that the box is slightly damaged. But again, that's not... I've not seen anyone else with a damaged box. It's not like there's been loads with it. Inevitably there will be some, but it's not like every single one. Well, I'm a little bit disappointed. It's not the end of the world. They will be able to kind of like, hopefully I'll be able to return this and get a new one. So that was the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume edition. I did really, really like that. Obviously we did have the little bit of damage, but again, it's not the end of the world. It does just happen sometimes, so I'm not too bothered. If they do, however, all come with that exact same damage, I will be sad. Anyway, this is the next one. So this is the It's Rapturous edition. So I really love this cover. Before we saw the vinyl cover, this I think was my favourite cover. The green with like Taylor with her like head in her hands with the feathers and the black wig. I just think she looks so good on it, and for me it really reminds me of Satine from Moulin Rouge, and I love Moulin Rouge, so I was like, that's so cool. And I do love this little box set that it comes in. I think it's really nice, and that's the back cover. And just to say, all of the tracks are exactly the same on all of these. We only have 12 like tracks. There are some new CDs that have just been released though, the acoustic kind of CDs. They do have additional tracks, but they're still the same songs, but like acoustic versions. However, they have recorded new vocals for them, which I'm really, really happy about. And this I think is another reason why it's good to share our opinions on these things, because I was a little bit disappointed that the Torture Poets Department acoustic CDs, the acoustic songs included the exact same vocals that were included on the original tracks, because it is noticeable and it just almost just feels like a remix. Whereas I love a proper acoustic version, like State of Grace acoustic. That's a proper acoustic version where there are different vocals, and I think it just ends up sounding better. So I can't open this, so we're going to use my little nail scissors, but obviously be careful if you do use these, if you're like unboxing anything. Just be careful, no matter what scissors you use. I always like to use nail scissors. They're just my preference because they're very small. So you're less likely to damage something, and because, you know, they're not like... They're just easy to use, I think. And I also have them handy, obviously, when I film, which is great. So just open her up. Another one that's made in Germany, but no hype stick on this, so I'll just throw this bit away. Then this is what it looks like here, and it is really nice. That same shiny finish looks great. I really like that. And a fantastic back cover too. So let's open this up again. Let's try open this up again. Let's try the other side. There we go, that was much better. So, let's see. Okay, so we've got our next one. We have the CD, which we'll unbox together. We've got the little photo cards, and we have a perfectly fine, non-damage... This damage isn't enough to complain about. Like, that I don't mind. You can hardly even see it on camera. It's slightly, ever so slightly dented, but to be honest, I just think it's the finish. I just think it's like where it's like overlapped slightly. So that, to be honest, doesn't bother me. It bothers me if there's like a dent. And also if there's a dent on the front. If there was a dent on the back, I wouldn't be as bothered. But anyway, let me show you the CD for this. This is my first time unboxing this CD because I've actually not unboxed my poster ones yet. So I'm so excited to see the inside of this and to see new photos. I just love it. I love it. I love new Taylor Swift album release times because it's so much fun unboxing things. I don't even care. It's so much fun, and it's so much fun when it's Taylor, because people ask like, oh, you like vinyl? Do you collect other artists? And the answer's no. Like, yes, I do have a handful from other artists like Maisie Peters, Griff. I have some Sabrina. I have the Wicked Record Store Day. Like, I have some records that I love, but I only really get records I love. Like, say if I love the pressing for an artist I also really like. Whereas I mainly do just collect like all of Taylor ones now because she's my favourite artist, and vinyl collecting is a very expensive hobby, so it is always nice to just kind of focus on one artist because you can get more from that particular artist, whereas some people do prefer to just have a large collection with loads of different artists, whereas I'm just slightly different, and that's okay because we all collect different things. I'm sure I've actually not had that much hate, but to be fair, I've actually not made that many videos about my collection yet. With Tortured Poets, I think because there was a big thing in the media that there was so many variants. There was just, fans ended up getting a ridiculous amount of hate because Taylor released variants, and there weren't even more variants than other albums. This one also, it doesn't want to open. But that's a whole other thing to yap about. So let's just open this up. Another one that isn't going to include the poster, but again, you're getting the other things. I think this is a better deal than the one with the poster. I actually paid $13.99 in HMV for the one with the poster. I got it the day after release day, actually. I didn't get it on release day because the weather was awful. We had a storm and it was really bad. So I didn't leave the house. So this is what the Rapturous cover looks like with that green and the purple. It looks purpley blue. It just looks beautiful. Let's open this up. I've not seen this yet, so I'm really excited. Is the CD is different. Okay, CD is really cool. So the CD like has the shattered bits on the front of the album cover. So you know how it had it like the shattered like little bits? It's got like that. Wait, does this one even have shattered bits? Oh no, it does. I was like, wait, does it not? Yes, it does. But it's got that with like her eyes. I think she looks really great. It also has a different, oh no, it doesn't have a different poem here, so this is interesting. This only includes one poem, so it looks like it's just the vinyl editions that include different poems. So these CDs don't include it, so it's Rapturous, it's Beautiful, it's Frightening, only include the standard poem that's in all of them, so that's fair enough. But yeah, it's just that one I read before, and it also says like, it's Beautiful, it's Rapturous, it's Frightening, and they're the different variants. But obviously the first one did have the other poem in because the Sweat and Vanilla Perfume is also a vinyl edition, whereas these aren't. The lyric booklet, I must admit, I'm surprised at how small it is, but again, you have got to bear in mind it is literally 12 songs. I am hoping that, oh, careful. I am hoping that the pictures inside are different. The picture on the back's the same, so I'm hoping the pictures inside are different if we're being really, really... they're the same, it's fine. I think the colour's the same. I think the colours might be the same as well. That I think they could have, like, there's so many photos from this photo shoot. I think technically they could have put different photos in there. Again, like, we're being critical of, like, we are trying to give you my completely honest opinion on that. I do wish there were different photos inside of that. We obviously have a different cover, but I think there should have been different photos inside and a different photo here. But we do still have other photos. You know, we've got the little photo cards we're going to go through and the jewellery and stuff. So like it's again, it's not the end of the world, but if we're going to say things I'd like to improve slightly, it would be that, because with Midnight, with Tortured Poets, they all had different photos in, so it would have been nice for this one. So here we have the photo cards. So it's now in a purple envelope, and then on the back you've got that same thing, The Life of a Showgirl, 13 Ophelia Avenue, Nashville, Tennessee, with a shiny finish. Super excited to see what the photos are like in this one. Let's take a look. So we've got 3 new photos. Oh, I've not seen this. This is so gorgeous. Oh, whoa, is Taylor taking off a wig? Oh, oops, I dropped one. Where'd she go? She's there. I was like, oh my gosh, she's gone. She's gone. So this is kind of random because you've got 3, but 2 of them are very similar and one of them is very different. So I think it would have been cool if they were either all very, very different or they were all like the same sort of thing. I think especially because these ones are obviously like back to back, like you've got to, with the wig about to take it off and then taking the wig off, it would have been quite nice to then have a third one. But I don't know. Again, like a third one that matches this little thing. But again, we're being critical. I still really like them before anyone has a go at me. So first picture, we have this one with Taylor with her hand on the wig about to take it off. That black wig, and she's wearing a red sequin dress. On the back, we've then got that same picture with the shards and the text, well, the lyrics. She said, "I'd sell my soul to have a taste of a magnificent life." So that's that. The next one where the wig is more off is "You're only as hot as your last hit, baby." And then on the other side, you've got the full photo. And last but not least, you've got this stunning photo of Taylor on the piano with that bodysuit that I love, doing a hair flip, very, very all too well. Very, very all too well on the Red Tour. And the lyric on this one is, "This empire belongs to me, leave it with me." So there you go. Again, really, really high quality. I am very, very impressed with this. I really do like that they've put so much effort into it. And I think it works better without the handwritten lyrics for this. I think it wouldn't be as showgirly with it. I don't know about you guys, I just think it wouldn't match as much. And then we have the jewellery, and I think this is my favourite jewellery actually out of all of them. So this is what the box looks like. It's that purpley sort of glitter, the blue purpley one. It looks great. Then you've got an embossed TS on the front, like a shiny kind of foil embossed TS in purple. Let's open this up. This is the necklace, which I think is so gorgeous, and we're going to take it out as well. So we're going to be careful with this. So this necklace is so cool. Part of me is like, oh no, I don't want to wear it because I don't want to like damage it or anything, but I think it's so cool that I fear I may have to wear it. So this is what it looks like. There you go. So it is an envelope. On the back of the envelope, it has a TS as well, so it's a bit fiddly. It has a TS. But then you've got this. So it's the envelope opens up, and you can put the little thing here that says actually romantic, the little like letter actually romantic inside the locket. That's so cool. And then you just close it back up. That's so cool. Also the little gem inside of the it's in the shape of a heart. That's so cool. We're gonna try it on as well, see how long this is. I'm worried it'll be a tarnished one. I don't want it to like tarnish because it's really nice if I wear it, but I really want to wear it. Oh, don't get stuck on my cardigan now. So cool. So cool, guys. So let's just pop this on. I can try pop this on. There we go. That's so nice. Okay, it's a little bit long, but to be fair, I think it works as like with a choker. I think I think it's all right. That's so, I'm gonna have to wear this. That's so cute. I actually love that, especially as a gold jewelry girl. I am well and truly obsessed. Let's take the little envelope out. This is not going to be a good angle for me, so we can all ignore that. Let's try to take this envelope out. And the envelope's also attached with a little... Okay, the envelope doesn't want to come out. But to be fair, this is a weird angle to try to do it at. Come out. Rachel versus... I'm going to end up breaking it out. Come on! I think it's only difficult because I'm wearing it. I don't think it would be as difficult if I wasn't wearing it. Oh no, I think it's slightly, like, tight. Oh my god. Chaos! Chaos, come on. Is it just... We're going to take this off to do this. It really wasn't that hard. It just, I think it's because you needed to kind of turn it upside down, and I just kind of struggled doing that, like, while I had it on my neck, but it just comes out like that, so it's not actually as hard as I made it seem to be. But this is really cute. I really like this, especially, again, as a gold jewelry girl. We have 2 more to go. We're gonna go with the It's Frightening version first, and then It's Beautiful. So let's open this up. This is the front cover. She looks incredible on this. I mean, her like climbing over the seats is such a wild picture, but I love it. She looks amazing. And then the back with her with the bodysuit I love, and her playing the piano. And this was also made in Germany. We're gonna just use scissors. We already know we're gonna have to use them, so we might as well just start with using them. So let's open this. Oh, that opened up quite well, actually. I'm quite impressed. So, whew, again, that same beautiful, so shiny finish. Really nice. I love how the album cover kind of comes round on the sides as well. I think it looks great. That gorgeous back cover too. Let's open this up. I actually can't remember the jewellery that was included inside of this bit, so I'm kind of excited for that. And there is no damage, just to double check, damage there on that box. So let's look at the CD first. Really love this cover. She does look fantastic. I mean, she looks good on all the covers. I just think this photo shoot is probably one of her best, I think, especially since the original version of Red, because there's just so many photos. Like with Red, the original photo shoot, I've said this before, but it just always felt like whenever you went looking at it, there was just more photos. And this album feels exactly the same. It just feels like there's more photos every time you look. And I absolutely love that, you know, as a fan, just to get more, because I mean, why wouldn't you? It's just so great. I love the Taylor content, and I mean, this photo shoot is just so good as well. Like, I love the aesthetic of it, and just all the different outfits are just great. So that's the CD on the front, the CD on the back. Let's open this up. First time seeing the CD itself. Ooh, again, really gorgeous. So it's like the seats there, and then like the little shards, looking great. You've then, as I said, you've got that same poem in there too. We'll just double check actually on the lyric booklet. I imagine it's going to be the same, exactly the same as the others, but we'll just double check just in case it's different. I will admit I do wish it had been, but I don't think it's going to be if the other one wasn't, but we'll just double check. So there you go, yeah, same photos inside. So I think because they have so many photos for this photo shoot, it's very surprising that the lyric booklet included in this is so short with just not as many pictures. I think you could have included a lot more photographs in this because we know they have so many. So I am quite surprised with that. I think the lyric booklet for this one is, I would say, a little bit disappointing just because the lack of photos really and the fact it's so small. Now this could be because it's the one without the poster. I doubt it. I presume the other ones are going to be the same, but I am just ever so slightly disappointed, but that's okay. Let's have a look at these. So these are the photo cards with this. It's now with a red envelope. With that same Life for Showgirl 13 Ophelia Avenue, Nashville, Tennessee. These 3 photos, there we go, so gorgeous. So this first one, Taylor wearing that bodysuit, sat on a chair or stool of some kind. Same photo on the back with the lyrics. Don't care where the hell you've been, because now you're mine. There you go. Next one, and I think this one just looks very original version of Red, I think. Like, it really looks like the original version of Red photo shoot, so I obviously absolutely love that. Then you've got the lyric there. Lyric says, "It's all right, you were dancing through the lightning strike," so I do really, really like this one as well. I don't have any signed CDs currently. I didn't manage to get them on the store. I know, I'm sad as well. So hopefully I will get one eventually if they restock. But yeah, this would have actually been a really nice photo for her to sign for these, because I know they mainly do signed inserts now over signed lyric booklets, which I do prefer signed lyric booklets, but I understand why they do signed inserts. Last but not least, and another one, I've not seen this, and it just looks so much like the original version of Red. It's actually wild. And we've got all the effort you've put in, it's actually romantic. So I really love that. But this just, that is really, really like the original version of Red. It's actually kind of wild. That's bizarre. Now this one, I'm trying to think of what it was. I think it's, oh no, it's a keyring, isn't it? So I think it's a heart-shaped sort of keyring, but I can't fully remember, but I think it is. So let's take a look. This one doesn't want to go back in. Let's pop them all back in. Let's try pop them all back in. Yeah, they've gone in there. So let's take a look at this too. Let's try take a look at this too. Okay, they've not made this easy to open. It probably is if you're not silly, but I am. There we go. So this is what this one looks like. It is the little key ring. Cute, so it's a little heart. I love things with hearts on, within an arrow going through the heart. And then on the heart there is a TS. You see? Yeah, that's really cute. You've then got that same TS charm from the other little keyring that we had in this little collection for the first CD. If it wants to focus, it most definitely does not. There you go. And then we also have that like keyring as well that says Taylor Swift. If you can just about see. Just about, maybe. But yeah, really, really nice. Really love this. I think this one is a bit lighter than the other one, so I think you're maybe getting better value if you got the violet, the eye one. But I think the best one so far, for me at least, has to be that necklace. I think that necklace is so cool. Like, I actually really, really like that, and I'm really, really surprised at how cool that is. So if I was going to recommend one so far, but we've still not got the last one, it would be that necklace one. So these Rapturous. But certainly not least, we've got It's Beautiful. Now this is probably my least favourite cover of all, just because I don't really think it's giving album cover. This is more album photo shoot, I think, personally, but obviously you're all free to disagree with me. However, it's still a great photo of Taylor. She looks fantastic on it, so I love that. And I think the back cover for this is really nice. And the back cover is interesting because on the other ones, the track list has been spread out across 2 sides, whereas this is all condensed onto one side with the picture of Taylor on one side as well. So I think that's interesting. Yes, I am boring. I find the most weird things interesting sometimes. It is bizarre. So let's just open this one up as well. But I've been really, really impressed with these. I definitely think they've been worth it because they weren't even that much more than the CD either. So I 100% think they were worth it. So front, the sides. Let's open this up. Now this is the only one with a silver piece of jewellery in, which I think is interesting. I know there are a lot of silver jewellery girlies out there. I'm not one of those people. I'm very much a gold jewellery, but we had to complete the collection. And just to show you the box before, obviously I saved this for last, but just to show that it's not damaged, it was just that one that was damaged. We've then got the little photo cards, and then last but not least the CD. which Taylor does look absolutely great on. So we just try open this up a little bit. We're getting better, we're trying. So let's open this up. And again, no hype sticker, but this one was also made in Germany, this set. Set it on the outside. So we'll open this. I've not seen the CD, so I'm excited to see the CD. There you go. So it's got that like brown inner bit with like the different shards. Really like this. I'll just show you that close up. So that's the CD. On the back then we've got that exact same poem as well. I will show you the lyric booklet. I do think it will be exactly the same, but you never know, so we will just have a quick look, but I think it'll be the same. This is the only bit I think I would say that I'm disappointed in. However, when the rest of the packaging is so good, I don't think the lyric booklet matters as much, but I do like a nice lyric booklet, so I am slightly underwhelmed with that, but everything else I really like. So there you go, all the same pictures, and again, it is quite short. So we'll just put her away, and then we'll have a look at these photo cards. These photo cards I've really liked as well. Again, the quality of it has been really, really impressive. It definitely exceeded my expectations. So you've got this like grey one, and then you've got the same Life of a Showgirl, 13th Ophelia Avenue, Nashville, Tennessee. 3 of these little photo cards. So we've got another outfit of Taylor that we haven't seen yet. Like, it's actually wild. Like, how are we even getting more and more outfits? But these are stunning. So we've got this first one of her wearing like a fringe dress. This dress would be so good if you're going to see Abba Voyage in London. So that's Taylor there, and then on the back, the same photo, but like with the cut up kind of shards, and it says, "Sequins are forever." Incredible lyric. Then we have the next one, a gorgeous picture of Taylor with like the Showgirl headdress on and lots of like feathers, just yellow feathers there, pink feathers there, just lots and lots of feathers in her beautiful, beautiful face. And this says, "Thank you for the lovely bouquet." And then last but not least, we've got this picture of Taylor where she's wearing an orange, pink and purple sort of sequin dress and matching sequin gloves as she lies on a couch. And then on the back, the lyric to this is, "Welcome to my underworld, it'll break your heart." So this is the last one of those photo cards. And I've been really, really impressed with these. I think they're really, really fantastic. I really love these. I think they've just improved so much on previous bits where they've had little like photo cards kind of in. It's really nice to see, and it's great to see Taylor's team like taking this stuff on board and just making the packaging great for fans. You know, when they're going to buy these things, a lot of the time people will collect, and it is nice to have really high quality things to collect. So I am very, very impressed with this whole thing, to be completely honest, with the vinyl and now with these deluxe CDs. This silver box set here, so it's the same as all the others with like the embossed foil TS, and obviously it's all in silver. It is a bracelet, I believe, and it is a silver one, so that's what that one looks like. Is really nice, but I'm not really a silver jewellery person, but I do think it's actually very nice. So let me show you this. You've got this little Taylor Swift little charm. I don't know how well you're going to see because it's quite small. Then you've got this little like charm there, I think with like an opal, kind of like a fake opal in the middle. And then you've got these, so it looks like little lightning bolts. There you go. So little lightning bolts there. Oh, don't focus on me! Focus on the bracelet! Focus on the bracelet! So yeah, that is really cute. And for people who want to see it on my wrist, I'll just put it on like the biggest setting, just so you can see the size of it. I feel like I'll be able to put it on. I'm going to try. It's not a very big bracelet though, I will say. But that's it on the biggest setting on my, I have no idea what size my wrists are, so this might not help whatsoever, but that's it on the biggest setting on my wrist. And I'll do the smaller setting as well for the opposite kind of thing, just to show in case of sizing. But I have no idea what size my wrists are, so this could be pretty useless, but hopefully you can kind of see. So let's try to put it on the smallest setting by myself. This could be quite difficult, but we're going to give it a go. I think you could put it there, maybe? We're going to try anyway. Rachel versus bracelet. We'll get there. I feel like I should have put it this way, but it kept wanting to go around the other. No! It keeps wanting to go around the other way. This is so deeply unserious. Okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. There's definitely an easier way to do this. I don't want to put it in my mouth though. I know some people do that, but there you go. So that's it on the smallest setting. So it does actually fit my wrist on the smallest setting. So, but this is the thing. So there is still a slight gap on the smaller setting, and I am an adult, so perhaps it will be too small for actual children. But yeah, this is what it looks like. But this wouldn't fall off. I'd be pretty comfortable with this. Is probably the setting I would have it on if I was to have it on my wrist. But that's what it looks like on mine, just for a bit of reference there in case you are curious and want to get this. But yeah, it is super, super cute. It is really, really nice. Do kind of wish it was gold, but that's me being selfish as a gold jewellery girl. A lot of people were buzzing that this one wasn't gold, so I do understand that they had to do one silver one for the silver jewellery girls. But let me know in the comments, like, what has been your favourite one out of these? I think my favourite has to be the It's Rapturous one. I think because of how much... I'm trying to get this bracelet back in, but it doesn't want to go back in, so we're just going to... and close the box, and we'll never know. The future me problem. I think the It's Rapturous one for me has been the best one. I think it was just so cool to see that necklace. I thought it was a lot of fun. I think it's kind of the best value for money as well to get a necklace over getting a bracelet or a keyring especially. So that's the one I'd probably recommend if I was going to recommend any of them based on my own personal opinion. If you're a silver jewellery girly, obviously then I'm just going to leave that. If you're a silver jewellery girly, then obviously I'd recommend the It's Beautiful version, this one right here, the last one we unboxed, just because obviously that includes silver jewellery. If you like a keyring, go for the keyring ones. But yeah, for me, I think the necklace one is the best value for money. A lot of people also just base it on what particular cover they like the most. I think that's probably the most popular reason why people choose things. But yeah, choose it based on what you would like, or what you think someone you're buying it for would like. But let me know in the comments if you do have any questions about any of this. I'd be more than happy to answer them. I always like to help you guys out if I can in any possible way, so please let me know. I hope this video has been helpful and informative if you watched it for that reason, or if you've just watched it because you like to watch collection videos and want to see what they're like or whatever. Thank you so much for watching them. I hope you found it fun at least. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you are new to the channel, you're not subscribed, or you're returning to the channel, you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It really, really helps out me and the channel, and it's free to do so. So thank you so much, and as always, have a great day.